Welcome, Bloomy.
Welcome, Dory.
We're back with Lauren Squared Dart Podcast.
Season 3.
Are you excited?
I can't wait.
We're bringing the listeners all the tea, drama.
Good, bad, ugly.
And maybe feature the darts. That's what we're about, aren't we?
We've got it all for you.
And guys, do not forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button, please.
Honestly, it helps us grow massively, and you can find us on all platforms.
Yes, you can.
TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. We're there.
All the socials.
Yeah, and just taking you through our journey of all of the things that we experience as females playing the sport, touching on sport and darts in general.
Yep.
But specifically for this one, it's the PDC Women's Series.
And by the way, listening to our podcast, you actually get more knowledgeable about the sport.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Absolutely, yeah. And like we say, we are giving you the good, bad, ugly sides to prepare you if you are thinking about getting into darts. And this is why we do what we do.
Lovely bit of info. Should we roll into it?
Let's go. So we went to Germany for the PDC Women's Series.
Oh, yeah.
Our first trip to Germany.
Yes, actually. First time in Germany.
And what a fucking route it was.
What a fucking shit show.
We decided to drive, guys, because I only have one set of my darts.
Yes.
So if anyone can get onto balls and sort their life out, because they generally don't make my dart anymore.
That is so rude, though.
The balls Blackpool 90s, guys. If you ever come across them in a 23 gram, send them my way and I will pay you fucking generously.
No, it was an interesting journey.
It was indeed.
We got there in one piece. That's all that matters.
And if you are considering doing these events, they are on the PDC website from, quite early on, from the latter stages of the year before. So you can kind of plan your time. And if you want to participate in them, obviously the luxury is there of knowing where these events are.
Exactly that.
But we are travelling quite up north a lot more this year.
Yes, we are.
Wigan, went to Hildesheim. Sorry if that is fucking wrong. In Germany for the European one. They do one European one a year. And the rest of them, like I say, Wigan, Leicester. It's a journey for us Southerners.
Oh, it's a whole circuit. It's a whole circuit and you have to be prepared for the trek. But it is rewarding.
Absolutely. And I would recommend, if you are considering doing these events, maybe get a group of you, share accommodation, try and get this as cheap as you possibly can, because the entries are quite expensive this year. They've gone up.
Yes, they have. However, the payouts are better.
It obviously gives you so much more reward from it, which we will touch on a bit later on in the podcast.
Absolutely. So we got to Germany in one piece.
Eventually. So we decided to play Super League on the Thursday night before.
Yep. It was a whole thing. And then we decided to get on the Eurotunnel at 1 o'clock in the morning and drive through the night. So, yeah, I would say eventful.
Can I just say, you smashed it though.
Thank you.
And I did my ultimate best to stay up.
Yeah, you did.
And Emma had a few kips.
Yeah.
And like we've said, going with people actually helps.
Yeah.
So like I say, guys, if you are considering doing this, fill up on the snacks.
Oh, we did.
Absolutely. Fill up on the sweets, get the playlist going, and have an absolute great time before you even get there, because you don't experience this often, and especially in the women's game, it's a great opportunity.
Or if you've got a very long drive, maybe pop on Lauren Squared Dart Podcast.
Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
We'll save you some time, give you a few hours of your journey.
Yeah,
have
we
a laugh
just can't
with us.
listen to ourselves, can we?
No, it's a bit icky.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. If we was in the car with somebody and someone put our podcast on, I think I would yeet myself out in the French fucking border.
In the reserve.
In the reserve. Thank you very much. Good night.
On to the darts.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's just go straight in. I was this close to quitting darts after this weekend.
It was an emotional watch from my side to see you go through. Why are you laughing?
I'm just laughing because it was just like, what the fuck?
It wasn't nice to see, and there was a lot of emotions through this weekend, as we are going to go into.
We're going to touch upon that, yep.
And as we've discussed before, Lauren is not very lucky with the luck of her draw.
Yeah.
But credit to you. You go, you turn up, you fly the flag for women's darts, you participate, and all we want is these numbers to grow.
Yep.
Because again,
that's
rewards...
That's the goal, isn't it?
The rewards are great. It's a very good weekend if you can come away with some money, which I was fortunate enough to on this weekend. But the more we get, because there's so many women that play county. This is what my bear bug is. There are so many...
Go on, you rant, bitch.
No, I'm going now. Don't stop me. I'm not even going to skip a beat here. There are so many women that play county darts of different calibres. There's so many
great players.
Counties that Falk a 12 women's side across the 2 days, why the hell are you not committing to PDC? Tell me.
Right, I'm going to come from my point of view here. I think it's quite intimidating. And this is why we do this podcast, because it's giving you two separate versions of the darting world, because I'm particularly not a very confident person generally. You are.
Mm.
And I did find PDC quite intimidating. Yes, I'm a bit better now, but I can imagine that so many women are probably sitting there going, oh, I really want to, but I can't.
I get it. There's obviously factors like we've touched on about the cost of stuff. But realistically, how much do you spend on a county weekend getting fucked out your face? Let's be honest. You're spending money on food, on accommodation. You spend a lot of money on a 15-minute game of darts.
Yep.
I'm really hoping these events going forward that are in the UK get
the traction.
The traction, absolutely. Yeah. Because people are desperate to get women's darts out there and to be heard. But if you are not supporting it,
it's not going to get out there.
No. And you're talking about, obviously, the calibres that are there. Yes. And we've touched on this before. When you get there, it is a pinch me moment. You're looking at Bowgreaves, for example, that pings 9 darters. Fucking lovely, can I add?
Yeah.
And
beautiful.
You've got Fallon, who is consistently final upon semi-final. You've got Lisa Ashton, who in her own right is an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Trina's there. There are some massive names.
And that's what I'm saying. It is intimidating.
I'm getting passionate here.
I know you are, because your hands are flying everywhere.
It's a thing.
Yeah. But it is intimidating. I think you just got to get over that first hurdle. For some women, it's going to take a lot more. And when the numbers start translating, it's going to be a fucking great circuit, I'd say.
It's still growing, and even though it has been going on for a while now, I think it started off with these people that, playing county level, oh, let's have a go at this. But then you see how it fizzles out. Yes, it is the same names all the time, but it just really grinds.
That's the beauty of PDC, because you are going to meet people you don't know.
It is not why we play, one of the reasons why we play this sport.
And that's it. Like, I had to actually get over the fact of there is probably a time where I'm going to get drawn someone. I don't actually know, but sometimes it does work in your favour. And we just want to see the numbers go up. So if you are listening to this podcast and you're sat there twiddling your thumbs and you're debating whether to go, just fucking do it.
And we will continue to say that, because...
And come say hi as well at the same time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Let's have some photos. But not in the venue. Yes, women have commitments, and men, even when they play their competitions, they have some commitments as well. But I would love nothing more than to see the old faces that used to commit to these events to come back and go, do you know what? I'm going to believe in myself, try and get, a bit of a wage back. The possibilities are endless.
Some pocket money.
Yeah.
Or if you're like me, no pocket money. But that's okay.
Going back to Lauren's luck of the draw. You got drawn Steph Clark.
I did.
British international. She played some mustard stuff this weekend.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Steph was a pleasure to play. It just wasn't a fun experience, I'd say. The first event, I just wanted to get one game under our belt, and then the nerves kind of go. You kind of know what to expect. It's very different because the venues are very quiet.
It's a professional setting.
Yeah, it's a whole different environment. So sometimes you just need that one game to go, right, I'm here. Unfortunately, didn't get that. But Steph Clark was a pleasure to play, and she did go on to have some fucking great results that weekend.
She done really well, and credit to her.
Absolute credit. And then that was me setting the timer for the weight to set the event too. What about you?
That's one thing we have to remind you guys. So obviously there's 4 events that are played over the weekend. Once you are knocked out, eventually lose in one event, it can be quite a lengthy wait.
Yes. But then you're gunning for it. You're like, right, come on.
Yeah, you kind of use that time to reset.
Go practice.
Have some more drink if you need to.
Yeah.
Settle yourself, drop the kids off, whatever. So... PMPs. We love a pre-match.
There was some here. Fucking dirty ones happening in those toilets, though.
Welcome to Germany. Anyway, so for me, in the first event, I got Drew Hannah Meek.
Yep.
Everybody knows Hannah Meek from how great she's excelled in this sport.
And I think she follows the podcast.
Up Hannah Meek.
We love that.
And she has already given herself a great stature, really,
yeah,
in the youth game, and she is transpiring this into the female game.
100%, yeah.
I think that's a pretty tough draw for me. going into it, I thought this could go either one or two ways.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to back myself 100%, but
Obviously, you have to, yeah.
you know what these players are going to maybe pull out, and I've seen Hannah play plenty of times, and I know what she's capable of. So one thing you don't do is you don't write anyone off.
No.
Don't get fucking cocky. You know, you've got 3 darts, they've got 3 darts. All 3 of yours can fall on the floor, mate. You know,
Never know.
you never know. Fortunate enough for me, we had some scrappy legs, and surprisingly, I won that game 4-0. Then I run into Robin Byrne, who I tend to run into quite often at these events.
She's your bogey player.
I reckon she's a bogey player, but the scoreline is getting progressively better over the time.
Yes.
So there is progression there on my point. It's a great rhythm for me. I unfortunately lost that 4-2. I had, I think, darts in that game to kind of break and to hold, and I missed about 6 darts, I think, to go 3-all.
Did it go with throw?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So that was unfortunate, but from the first event, from my perspective, was the last 32. So I was chuffed with that. So especially with the new kind of ranking order of merit money, that set me in good stead. But then the afternoon kind of took a turn, didn't it?
It did. And this is the ugly side of darts.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome. Take a seat. Because people do not emphasise how much darts is related to mindset.
We've said it before.
No, we've said it before, yes. But a lot of people focus so much on the throwing ability, not the fact that you need to be in the right mindset and the right headspace to be able to pull anything out of the bag.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, things happened. Things were said. For you, personally, you took a bit of a dip.
I was on the floor, mate.
Well, okay, all right, a massive dip then. I was trying to be nice. And I think it threw you off for the second event. And personally, it threw me off. And I don't think it was anybody's fault, because sometimes we're in a situation, we're waiting around, conversations crop up. Before event 2 on Saturday was unfortunately about the fact that you have lost your mother, who was a very big part of your darts journey. And quite fucking rightfully, you're going to be very, very emotional and upset.
Yeah, and I think what it did show, I couldn't kind of contain my emotions through one point, and I was told I was on the stream. So going from how I played in the first event, I thought, I'm not playing bad darts. When I looked at the draw, it was a bit tasty.
A bit tasty.
For me. Yeah, no, it was. And I thought, okay, I could probably creep through, selfishly, a few rounds here.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. If you see a draw, you kind of, again, confidence and your belief in yourself.
You kind of know your ability.
Yeah, you do back yourself. Yeah. So all of that situation kind of happened. And we touched on this very early on in the podcast about my mum. She will forever be my best friend, my mum and my dad, my everything, in the sense of I am myself because of her.
Yeah.
That sensitive subject came at the wrong time.
100%.
I am there on my own merit. I don't need that in that setting.
Yes. People don't do it maliciously. It just happens. Like I said, conversations happen. You just took a turn for the worse, and unfortunately, you couldn't bring yourself back from it.
So yeah, that quickly turned around, and then I was called to the stream. I could not get my shit together for love nor money. I had so many messages after I played saying, like, are you okay? And I was like,
No,
I'm not. Like, I'm not. And I'll always be upfront and honest with people, and especially regarding mental health, I'll always speak out if you want to hear it or not.
And we are a good advocate for this.
Always. On that particular game against Emma Martin, she played better than me. She had a good run in the first event as well, so props to her. I know for myself, I know I could have done a hell of a lot better there.
100%,
and the average reflects how fucking bad it was.
We won't talk about that game.
No, we won't. Anyway, for your event 2 game?
I got drawn, I think it was Janine.
It was Janine Goff, from Wales, yeah.
Yeah, who had a really good run, I think, that event 1.
She had some cracking averages, and I've not really heard, selfishly, I've not heard the name.
But yeah, I'd seen her play Fallon, and I think she was playing a fucking decent game.
Fair play.
So I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go, event 2. So I waited that whole time. We had all our stuff going on, and I couldn't be in 15 different places at once.
No, and then also you've got to remember that, you know, you've paid your money for this as well, and you've not come for the shits and giggles. You want to obviously play well and progress in your game, but yeah, it must have been a damn sight fucking hard, and I apologise for that because that wasn't
Well,
what.
nothing to
No, I know
apologise
it's not about
for.
apologising, but it's a sense of people don't understand the pressures that it puts on other people, especially when it's unnecessary, in my opinion.
To be fair, I played my game very badly because, again, I wasn't in the right mindset. I kept looking at the door to see if you walked back in. There were so many people rushing in and out. You know, and I'm stuck in a booth playing a game and there was nothing I could fucking do. So, yes, right off for Saturday. We had a lovely evening. Did we go for a swim?
Yeah, we went for a swim and then we went into
Excellent.
saunas and then I
Yes,
think we went
that's
for a
what was
Chinese
needed.
buffet. Like, what more can you ask for a wind down after a darts event?
Yeah, it was great. So then we move on to Sunday. I was pumped. I was ready. Today's going to be the day.
Oh, I was like willing for you.
Yeah. No, it didn't fucking happen, did it?
Aurora enters the chat.
Yeah. Fuck's sake.
Oh, I don't want to laugh, but fucking hell. And obviously we've said right at the beginning of this podcast, get involved, get whatever. But these players are beatable. We have to say that.
No, we know. No, don't get me wrong. Personally, I've watched Aurora when she's played you. So, okay, maybe I was kind of in my head going into that game as well. I know exactly how she can play because I've watched it kind of firsthand. Not even like heard about it, watched it firsthand.
You've seen it,
like,
yeah.
Fuck. So, and Aurora is a fucking great player and she fucking absolutely dominated that game.
Very methodical though.
Very, very, it's a weird...
My back would snap if I stood like her.
Yeah, it's a weird throw, but it is actually mechanically lovely. I will give her that.
And it's kind of aggressive and it's forceful. When it goes well, it goes very well.
Aggressive, forceful, but she is an absolute treat and really, really humble.
Yeah, she's still young. We need to remember Aurora is still very young.
Yeah.
You know,
game mode was...
former WDF world champion for the youth girls. She's got it all going on. So,
and out of 99 entries, I got Aurora. It is what it is. And then I just set the timer again to event 4. How about you?
Sundays is my day.
It's your fucking... do you know what? I don't know, but Sundays is your day. It's because you're a County A player.
Yeah, Manchester. Anyway.
Sorry.
Friends. Look, what Sundays for me have always been good. If I can take that into Saturday, I'd be dangerous. Most of my runs and good fortune come on a Sunday. Let's be honest.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. Sorry, it's just like you need to be sat by yourself at PDC.
Please, just give me one table with Peter Manley, and we'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think apart from me and Gretka, sorry about that if I've said that wrong, we were the only non-German players in that section of the draw on that board.
Wow.
So the first game I played, I played all right, to be honest. I got going, yeah. I missed a few big checkouts, but quite tidy, quite comfortable, 4-1 win. Then I played Lena Welk from Germany.
Right.
I believe that was Ricardo I can't even say his name. Pikachu, partner, potentially. Because he was there
she had
watching.
funky hair.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I didn't really expect for Pikachu to be watching my game at the Women's Series. I knew he was there for Players' Championship, but yeah,
Talk
a bit of a
about
weird
fucking
one.
Andy Pressure.
Yeah, lovely. Still looked like he got out of bed. But we moved. I kind of played the player there and kind of maybe got a bit too comfy, thinking if I even played my selfishly BC game, I'd be all right. I need to get that out of my mindset. But got through that game 4-0, and then I found myself in the board final.
Yes.
Which was against Gretka from Hungary, I believe. She was one that was very forceful, and I think her darts want to come out the other end.
I thought she was going to go through that booth.
If you actually had heard that game, it was like we're playing drums.
It was
penetrative. We threw with a lot of aggression, both of us.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Anyway,
so.
I went flying in that game.
You did.
I was 3-1 up, and I was cruising. And
for a bruising.
It got that way in the end. I was very kind of planted in a sense of approach to the Oki. I felt good. And trying to get over and to kill that game off, I was wiring every fucking thing. And then that's when we talk about mindset, I was getting the ump.
He was.
Because I was like, just give me a bit of luck, just whisk it in. And fair play to Gretka. She came back and she missed a big checkout, and I had probably about 9 to 12 darts to kill that game off. And I didn't. So I've only got myself to blame there. As it stood, it was another last 32 game for me. more money in the bank, should have been a lot more. I should have progressed to the last 16. I think she eventually lost to Steph Clark in the last 16.
Yeah, that was that game I could have actually hurt you.
Yeah, it was a hard one. It was tough. Because...
But that's what we talk about on this podcast is, okay, we're me and you are at two different calibers, but you have your own demons.
Yeah.
And your demon is killing a fucking game, which we're working on.
It was. I can imagine when I come off from playing these games, like sometimes you say to me like, oh, you was doing this, you was doing that. And I almost don't realise it because I feel good in that moment. And sometimes, yes, darts is a bit of luck. I just need that luck. It's the same prime example as when we played in the WADC. We're playing Dita. I'm probably smashing her with probably about a 90 average. Went 4-0 up and lost 5-4. Like, there is something. And guys, if you have any advice for me here, yeah, you can't say play to 6. No, I've tried that, and
we're gonna have to change tactics.
Something's gonna have to change. So if you do listen and tune in to us, and you're trying to get into the realm of darts, or you have been playing for ages, and you are,
and you've got any tips to just dead a game, please.
I'm all for it. Like, I'm willing to take anything at this point because it's getting to where it's getting quite costly. Yeah. And there were so many games last year that I should have won, but I just couldn't kill it, and it's the same old shit. So again, overall for event 3 for me, it could have been a lot better, but last 32, and then from that onwards, we go into the last event of the weekend.
So the long anticipated wait between event 3 and 4. We've had a slice of pizza and I've got fucking heartburn.
Literally.
Event 4, do you know what? I had given up at this point. And that's when I said I was this...
You're so negative.
Fuck off. No, but I just, when you're just like, right, just get this over and done with, and then we can go back, have a swim, sauna... that's all I was thinking.
Yeah,
about.
we weren't going back to the Monday,
the
guys.
robes. Yeah, that was it. I had Holly McCain, and can we just shout out? She is a fucking legend. We
had a great weekend kind of going in with her and Rebecca. So it was nice to kind of see people from the county scene again going. They've both now had experience being on the stream. Not so much good from Rebecca's point of view, which was very sad to read. And it actually made me rose out of bed, I think, when I read it.
Yeah, it's good to touch upon these things because she had a very different experience to what you had at the weekend.
Yes.
In terms of the commentary. But we have been on the end of that. When we read that, it was quite hard to hear.
Of course it was.
Because it was almost like a flashback, like, shit, like it is happening. And you've said it quite a lot. They sometimes relate the women quite heavily to the men.
They do.
That needs to stop.
It really does. Really does.
And as Rebecca had said, they didn't educate themselves going into that commentary.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be promoting the women that are getting themselves up there, because I fucking hate the stream. And luckily I've not been on it.
Yeah,
because I will cry my eyes out the day it happens. But props to them that are going into that stream in front of loads of people that can watch.
Yeah.
So that they actually feel better coming back to these fucking events and putting money into them.
Yeah. I think some people have had really good experiences. Obviously, Gemma had commented on that post and said, it sucks to hear that, she's always been on the good tail end of commentary, which, fair play. For me, reflecting on that weekend, and I actually watched my stream back because I played fucking diabolical on that stream against Emma.
On Saturday.
Yeah, and it really hurt me because that is not what I want to showcase myself as. And I think that hurt me more than the loss.
Yeah. You were like, I'm never going back on the stream.
No,
again.
and we spoke to Abigail. We went for a cigarette, and even Abigail at the time had asked me, like, Lauren, are you okay?
Mm.
And I'd explained it to her, and she was like, don't worry, like, we know.
And you actually went back on the stream. But we'll talk about that. But in those instances, for people that it was like their first time going onto the stream, and they want to take their streams back and watch them back, and to hear that, it was...
You probably have to watch it on mute.
It was horrible.
Yeah, and I do feel really bad for Rebecca, and I hope that doesn't
let her, shy away from these events. And
exactly,
it is, just a one-trick pony, hopefully. And
back on the horse, girl, and you know your worth. So it would be lovely to hopefully see them again in Wigan at the end of March.
Yes,
but going back to your game against Holly,
I felt so at ease because we had spent quite a little bit of time that weekend
throughout.
With Holly. Yeah. So it was nice to actually get to know her.
Yeah.
And I went into that game, again, mindset was just dog shit, I'm going to be honest. But I have to stop being a negative Nelly. But she made me feel really at ease. And the one thing that she did, and it just felt, it kind of brought me back home.
Yeah.
And when she said, I think I hit a ton or something, she went, good darts. I was like, oh, thank fuck. It's
Yeah.
like home. Like,
Yeah,
I have really good dart etiquette, and I am so humble.
Yeah.
And I'm too nice.
You are.
And I sit there and I do mumble under my breath, good darts. But, you know, you can't
it's
really
nice to be
say it. Yeah, it's a bit of a different setting, isn't it? You can't be like, good
I
darts.
think that game for you was a nice, I would like for you to have that draw at the beginning of the weekend.
Yeah.
If we flipped it. 4-2.
It started coming back.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. It's here. It's hiding. It's very much in hiding. Yeah, that game was brilliant. Holly was amazing.
From your perspective, I think this is kind of like your second or third full weekend, is it?
Second full weekend.
That you've played in every event?
Yes.
Good. So let's just stop being a negative Nelly. And
I will stop trying to be a negative Nelly, but let's just hope that next PDC goes kind of well.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
But that's me, Dory, signed and off and out.
Bye-bye.
It was a shit weekend for me.
But we love the sauna. We love the swimming aspect.
Yes.
We had a nice relaxation.
The robes, it was just lovely.
It was a vibe. Last event for me, you know, I tend to drag this one out.
You're a dickhead.
You're
lucky enough. Absolute dickhead.
Luckily enough, we weren't going home. I played a French lady called Jessica and got through that game 4-0. Happy.
Can I just say to the listeners that you had gone on after me and you had finished before me by a good fucking 5-10 minutes.
I'm waiting for I go to I can hurry up. But yeah, I progressed quite quick, and my last 32 game, I won my last 64 game 4-0 again, and bumped into our very good friend Rebecca Hoyland.
Oh, we love Rebecca.
Rebecca's been playing some cracking darts. Coming up against her, I kind of knew what to expect. It was the best game of the weekend for me personally.
Yep.
How I felt, how I was pushed. It had
she pushed
everything.
You pushed her. It was great.
And to give credit due to Rebecca, like, she had Robin scared. In the previous event, she had darts, I think, to beat Robin Byrne and come back, can I say, because Robin was cruising.
Yeah.
And she completely went full hog on the acceleration, and it was lovely to see her play and flourish how we know that she can. So going into that game, it was kind of nip and tuck. There was a few legs where I stole it, I felt, because she went off like a steam train in some of the legs. But fortunate enough for me, I managed to get over the line there. I think I had like an 86 checkout in one of the games, and it was kind of a pivotal moment in that. The last leg, I was probably a gnat's penis on 99. And even the marker, was going forward and backwards. He was like, oh my God, like, it's not in. And I was like, what do you mean it's not in? Like, there is no physical other gap apart from the fucking wire, may I add, that this is not in. And I approached the Yoki after Rebecca missing darts. I think she busted, actually, unfortunately. I went out of double nine, and I went, fuck this. And I just launched it.
Yeah.
I threw it at the darts, hoping for a ricochet. And
it paid off.
It went in.
But it didn't look like it was in.
It did not look like it was in, but lucky enough for me, it was. And again, it was one of the better averages that I had of the day. It was a 72 plus. Yeah, I was happy with that. But then I ran in again to an Irish brick wall.
A very scary, intimidating brick wall, can I add?
Batty gal.
Jesus.
Up Katie Sheldon. But I ran into Robin Byrne again. Was on the stream.
You seem to get the same person.
At the same stage.
Same stage, but there was one event you had Gemma twice.
Oh, fuck.
One event you had fucking Robin twice. Like, who's next?
Yeah, just changed the mould a little bit. But no, credit to Robin. She didn't play her best. I think she'd be the first person to say that.
No. I will counter that. I think her fucking scoring was unbelievable.
Her scoring was fucking...
All right, her finishing...
phenomenal.
May need some work. I think she fucking absolutely killed you.
Killed me for scoring, which something that my ability is...
It was like, whoa.
The scoring power is something I heavily rely on. She let me in on a few legs. That could have been a totally different result to what it was. And say I was unfortunate not to pull some more legs, but it was another 4-2 win for Robin. And
maybe 4-3 next time?
Oh, hopefully I'll be on the fucking winning end of it. That's because, you know, I've had a few 2-4-2s now. But yeah, overall, another good run on the Sunday, last 16. which then, bar Saturday afternoon, a good...
I don't even remember Saturday.
Almost a solid weekend in a sense, but room for a lot of improvement.
Fucking lot of improvement.
So that shows that for me personally, we're in the right direction.
Yeah, and this is for every single person that listens to this podcast to try and get, even if it's better darts, better knowledge, better confidence, whichever it is that you take from this podcast. We are on our own journey and we will get there, and we're taking so many points away from that weekend that we are going back and working on.
Absolutely, back to the drawing board.
You don't want to go back to the next event and then repeat the same shit.
No, we don't.
No,
absolutely
we're
not.
Sadgies. We don't do that.
Absolutely fucking not. We are stubborn little fuckers. But all in all, like you've said, we've learnt different things that we can take away from this. Another experience ticked off for us personally.
Yeah.
Travelling obviously to Germany, like we've said right at the beginning of this. Please, please, please get yourself to a PDC event.
Yeah.
This is for you. The reason we do this is for you, to give you the ideology of how these things work. Being able to kind of hear it before you get there, kind of what to expect. It helps them, maybe some like slight nerves that have come through. But please, 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 the females out there that are committing to the county setup, you clearly have the game.
Or even not even county, if you're just not.
I'm shooting at the county women of.
But can I just say though, it doesn't seem like, and one thing that we're trying to switch up as well, there's not a lot of social content regarding the women's game.
I just want to touch on this. So the PDC put out the schedule for PDC TV for March, and they have forgotten one key event. Well, I say one key event. 4 key events that will be streamed on the PDC TV stream. And can we guess what that is?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh, not one women's series was put on that schedule to promote the women's game. Some people might not be utterly shocked at that, but for PDC, in my perspective, to give this platform, especially to the women's series, to pay out how much they're paying out, why not give it the exposure that it deserves?
Do better.
Yeah, and I think...
But how is anyone going to know, let's say they don't go to county, whatever you're doing, how the fuck is anyone going to know that this shit's going off?
Precisely. There is not enough social media exposure for the women. Yes, they may put now they've decided to put the whole day worth on to watch back.
Fuck me.
Well done. But how long has it taken?
Well done, hun.
But how long has it taken to get to that point? We spoke about this before. Lauren Salter, I think, was probably the last person that beat Bo Greaves. She will never see that game again in her lifetime. And that is very
tragic.
That would kill me.
Because she would want to go back and watch that. And maybe when she's feeling a bit fucking down, go, let me just put that fucking game on.
What a fucking pick-me-up. Do you know what I mean? Like, have that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I don't get why it's so difficult. And I want to touch on just exposure for women as well. Everybody needs to help each other. You can show elements of support in so many different ways. By turning up to these events, by committing to these events, by even liking or sharing a social media post.
Yep.
This generation is based off social media.
That's just how we
It's
operate.
scary to think about what our children are going to be experiencing when they get older.
Yeah.
This is the form that gets out to every person. We need to use it. We need to exploit it, essentially.
No, and we do. And if you are looking for something to scroll, hit us up on socials. We've had a few comments as well. Oh, we love the podcast.
Yeah.
We keep listening. You know, oh my God, it's so relatable.
From men.
Yeah.
That shocked me the most. And I love that.
This is absolutely great. But we're a ladies podcast, but we don't just target 2 ladies. We're trying to get the lady sport out there. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
No offense to Bo. She's an absolute fucking legend.
Won all 4 events,
But
can we
there
say?
is not just Bo, and there is not just Fallon. There is, at present, from Germany, 99 women that still want a chance to try and win that fucking PDC.
Absolutely.
So do whatever you can, just get it out there. And if you have a spare 30 quid, get yourself to PDC.
For one event.
For one event. See how you get on. And then every other event is 30 quid. Yeah.
But it reaps reward.
It
Like
does.
we keep saying.
I think we've rambled enough.
Guys, this has been a passionate one, and I hope this has given you an almost good insight. But this is personal experience than what we've had, and obviously our recap and our summary of how we've played, a few bits in between. But we're realists. We'll always give you that look on things, say, and our opinions are not going to probably be the same as the person next door. We have got a voice.
And we're using it.
And we are. And we will continue to do that. Guys, you have been joined by
Dory.
and Bloomy.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
On the next episode of season 3.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.